Welcome. I am very excited in introducing you to Dr. Kofi Mulik. Our community activist and crusader Dr. Kofi Mulik, PhD, host of Chicago's Can TV Speak On It show, is now available for all speaking engagements at all churches, religion, community, civic, social, youth, educational, events and guest on all radio and television shows that would like to hear the bitter truth and powerful information surrounding life itself that affects our daily situations in down-to-earth understandable terms, problems and positive solutions that could affect our communities. Darnell T. Glover Media Communication Productions is seeking sponsors for the Dr. Kofi Mulik upcoming event entitled Speak On It, addressing the problems and solutions that will and do affect the Black neighborhoods and communities. Call Darnell T. Glover Media Communication Productions 24-hour message center today to make arrangements to have Dr. Kofi Mulik as your guest speaker for your next event. 1-206-378-1794.
Good morning. This is Speak On It. But today we're doing something a little bit different. That is, we want to look at options and opinions. And we invite callers to call in, state your opinion. And we're going to discuss that and your options. But I just want to say this here. These are very crucial times. And when we talk about opinions, I mentioned it to a dude that we like that. I thought we was cool. I said, dude, me and boys talking about doing an options and opinion. Dude did what a Negro do. He said, don't nobody want to hear your opinion. I said, damn, that's how you feel? But that's how people think. It's your opinion. Well, that's all anything is, buddy. Your opinion. All of that you be saying is your opinion. Like those people that's from all over the country today that go on to Selma. I was a boy back then, about 16, 17 when they did that.
Mm-hmm.
They going down there on that bridge, and I salute them and all of the work that was done. That was 50 years ago. So when I listen to my daughter and her generation not be impressed with what we talking about, I don't get mad because I'm wondering. To me, that ain't that important. You down there, and that's good. I'm glad you down there because you did go through something. Where they had dogs and fire hoses and water hoses and white Klansmen beating you upside your head. That's true. But now, in 2015, Jim Crow is back. Alabama, Selma, and a whole lot of other states, about 20 of them or so. They are putting things in place that was in place back in the day, 50 years ago. Whereas if you was a Negro and you want to vote, you got to prove how many bubbles is in the urine tank when you get through urinating. That's how they used to do you. You got to tell them how many hairs on your head in order to vote. So in a minute, all of this stuff y'all be celebrating from 50 years ago is good, but you done gave it all back. And now the European is doing what? Taking it back. Can you imagine? All of what took place down south under Dr. King there. Now here we are, 50 years later, y'all. 50 years later. They are telling Negroes, not only down south, up here, that they can't vote. Matter of fact, boys, I went to early vote after our last show. This old nappy-head, ugly, negative, hostile, black, wig-wearing, blonde-looking Negro sitting in the polling place right there at the library on Lamont on Chicago Avenue. And this heifer just barking at people as they come in. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at this old ugly heifer that was discouraging people from wanting to vote. Then you mad at the white man for not letting you vote. But then when you got them old negative, ancient mama sitting up in there thinking they God, I had to bite her head off. I had to serve her. The hell are you talking to? Open your damn mouth. Can't read your mind. You think people in this line, we supposed to know what to do, and you sitting your ugly self there? See, we talk crazy about white folk, but our biggest enemy in this day and time is ourselves. We need to lighten up on each other. Just finish the election. You ain't got a damn thing to say. You had 2 black men, one of them a millionaire, and you ignorant, sorry, Negroes didn't choose neither one of them. Had all type of excuses. Well, Doc Walls, woo, he always run. So he ought to be able to be elected in. Well, what's his name? He might be a millionaire, but he can't talk. You know, you're some stupid people. You just are insane. So now you got what you're looking for. You got Rahm Emanuel. I like Rahm Emanuel, always did. And he really got me with this new commercial. Because, boy, that's why we play Nina Small. I know exactly what it means. I'm just a child whose intentions are good. Lord, don't let me be misunderstood. Boy, that's Rahm Emanuel. Rahm says, my greatest strength is my greatest weakness. He's right. He want to cuss you out, but that's a weakness. Rahm Emanuel made it clear. I might be all of that. Sometimes I don't get it right. But ain't nobody going to work as hard as me. I think the man is right. See, Rahm Emanuel ain't scared of that governor. You can't intimidate Rahm Emanuel. Rahm Emanuel don't care. He cuss you out. But there's an issue. Then we got Q. We got Jesus. You Negroes been waiting on Jesus to come. Well, Jesus is here. God diggity, Jesus is here. He ain't black and he ain't white. So all of you Negroes, that be when Jesus come. Well, Jesus is here now. You won't call him Jesus because you like Jesus. And because he don't look like you, he can't do nothing but what's good and right. And I know some of y'all saying, well, we're going to help chew him up, and spit him out. All right, nigga, you're going to mess around and get choked. Don't get choked trying to chew him up and spit him out. You hear me? Now, this thing done boiled down to race in the minds of Negroes. But in the minds of everybody else, it's about class. Chewy, he's from the street level community, but he's a professional politician. Rahm Emanuel is the elitist. He about that money. But I'm going to tell you something. I had to get it to Rahm Emanuel. Ain't nobody else in the world got the nerve he got. I don't care what you say. Oh, you kissing his ass. Yeah, I'm kissing his ass, nigga. I don't need nothing. I say what I want to say. Ain't nowhere in the world nobody else could have brought you from $8 a quarter hour to $13 an hour in a year. Is that right, boys?
Well, yeah, that's $13 an hour. But,
man, look here.
Yeah, but it's going to take them 5-7 years to get there.
No, $13 an hour is supposed to be going into effect for these Negroes in Chicago soon. And what Rahm Emanuel said, he think people need to be getting that.
Well, at first it said $15.
Yeah, but he got 13. Man, you know how much we used to get an increase in our wage?
Yeah,
you got a nickel. And if you was a good Negro, you got a dime.
And then it went to a quarter.
You ain't lying. You done been there 40 years and you ain't got nothing but a quarter raise. And now you going to get damn near $4. Chew ain't going to do that. Chew know, boy. He know how it is in Mexico, boy. You know, 8 1/4 hour, you going to be stuck to that. But I understand this here. And I'm telling y'all better get out there and vote for somebody. But don't neither one of them owe you nothing. Because you're too sorry, you're too stupid to vote for your own. But you better work for one of them. Because it appears that Mr. Garcia only got we got less than 4,000 votes in all of the wards except his wards, other than 4 of the wards. And those are northwest, southwest wards. So it ain't like you Negroes done help nobody. And as far as somebody running around talking about they're going to transfer their votes, they're going to endorse somebody, nigga, you can't endorse nobody. The only vote you can deliver is your own. So go somewhere and sit yourself down. But the rest of y'all need to get out and vote. So at least you can go somewhere and get something. Because right now, you got a Mexican, and some of my best friends are Mexican.
Uh-oh.
And that's the truth.